the dudes paved their own way. They weren't afraid to be trailblazers, and in doing so, they created memories in New Zealand music that are everlasting.
They created one of New Zealand's true unofficial anthems in Bliss, and also, in my opinion, one of the greatest rock songs of all time in Be Mine Tonight. They've been a major musical inspiration to me, as well as I know many, many other people.
Absolutely. Here's a look back at the history of these legends.
New Zealand music history in the late 1970s, releasing iconic Kiwi anthems such as Bliss and Be Mine Tonight. Love of music brought them together as teenagers at Sacred Heart College in Auckland. Peter Ehrlich on vocals, Ian Morris and Dave Dobbin, the guitarist-songwriters, Peter Coleman, later replaced by Les White on bass, and Bruce Hamblin on the drums.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a big hand for the dudes?
They started gigging at the Windsor Pub in Parnell and won Battle of the Bands in 1976, and were soon performing all over Auckland at surf clubs, private parties and pubs. Further south, however, the punk movement was growing and sharply opposed the polished pub bands like the Dudes, regarding them as flashy and commercial. But the Dudes embraced the rock star life, hiring limousines to take them to gigs and a large caravan for their support gig at the Peter Frampton concert. But they were also flat out writing songs. Although they were not chart toppers at the time, these tracks became New Zealand anthems.
The beer's on us, Bliss!
Crossing the Tasman and performing in front of boisterous Aussies was the inspiration for Bliss. In 1979, they released the album Right First Time and toured constantly. In November that year, they won Best Single for Be Mine Tonight and Best Group at the New Zealand Music Awards. By April 1980, after playing at Sweetwaters, it was all over. But in those 4 years, they were one of the most popular bands performing. Their second album, Where Are the Boys, was released right after they broke up. 40 years on, the legacy of the Dudes is etched into Aotearoa music history. Despite only releasing 2 albums, the band set standards of excellence in songwriting, stagecraft and performance, and album production. Iconic, triumphant, blazing, glorious, and important, the music created by this band continues to resonate with audiences. They're goddamn Kiwi legends, and Recorded Music New Zealand is honoured to present the Dudes with the 2019 Legacy Award and welcome them into the New Zealand Music Hall of Fame.
It is 660's great honour right now to present this year's Legacy Award, inducted into the New Zealand Hall of Fame. Please welcome the Dudes!
I've got notes. Boys, how amazing is this? Chicken dollars.
Chicken dollars under our feet. Yeah, amazing.
On behalf of the band, we are thrilled and honoured to accept this Legacy Award. It seems like the astonishing culmination of an incredible journey that started off as a bunch of kids from school who were in love with rock and roll. and somehow ended up on this stage, on this night, holding this award! Woo! We'd like to sincerely thank Recorded Music New Zealand for this honour. 39 years after we broke up, good things take time. I'd like to mention some people who helped and influenced us along the way, because without them, we wouldn't have been the Dudes. Firstly, Charlie Gray. Charlie Gray, for his vision, his energy, and ethos that just being good wasn't good enough. To Robert Charles Aiken, our producer, who gave us a sound that still resonates today. To John and Paul, to Keith and Mick, to Graham and Dave, BFM, Ray Columbus, Leo Fender, Monty Python, Peter Fires, Dr. Rock, Dr. John, Marianne Allen, Lou Reed, Benny Levin, the Perrard Brothers, the Dum Dum Boys, Hammond Gamble, Sir Howard Morrison, Jim Morrison, Quentin Ganaway, Iggy Pop, David Bowie, Leanne McAlpine, Keith McFrenzy, Mark Hunter, Big Tony, Little Feet, Pete Coleman, Pete Townsend, Brother Ivan, Split Ends, Murray Kamek, Brian Eno, Murray Gray, Simon Gregg, My Sex, Pete Sinclair, Charles Shah Murray, and God. Because Dave, only he knows how we got here. On a personal note, I'd like to shout out to my darling wife, Danny, and my boys, Joe and Stan. Boys, don't go into music, you'll end up like your father. Would also like to thank the unswerving support of Annalisa, Lynn, and Jenny, and also the incredible Lorraine. Most importantly, we would like to dedicate this award to our fallen brother, Ian Morris, who I hope will be on stage with us tonight, alongside his brother Ricky and his daughters Julia and Maud. We miss you and cherish your memory. We're on tour next April. Come and rock with us. Good night and thank you.